What's up, guys? Time to show off the last build that will be available tonight. This is, I wanted to do a V1, first version of the Radioactive Pilot. I did these 5 years ago. Have a few of these dials left over. This one is a distressed brass dial. And I thought, you know what would look really cool with that is to grab one of my lasered silver inserts. The cool thing with the silver insert is these areas here give off a brass look. They kind of look brown and when they're in the light, and that's just essentially charring. So it kind of flows nicely with it. So did a brushed 350 case. I did a gold PVD bezel. I don't know how we're going to reference these bezels. This bezel, I bought out the last of these bezels, the last of the production. So I don't know what I'm going to call them, but Alexa, skip. But gives a really cool presentation. It's a little bit larger, has a nice lip that goes around on the front. So I just thought that all that together looked really cool. So distressed dial, distressed insert, antique brass cerakoted crown, lasered. Same with the back, but this is antique brass. I'm sorry, antique bronze cerakoted. That's brass. That's bronze. You can tell looking at it here that one's darker than the other. Then did a set of aged hands. Took some silver hands and put them in an aging solution and just waited for them to finish up. Then I kept the gold seconds hand the same because I thought that was cool to have that pop that matches with the dial. And then this is on a super soft and pliable Italian strap from my guy Constantine. You will love this strap. And then I happen to have a lightly distressed, not too distressed, brass preview buckle. So that's the build, and I think it came out pretty awesome. So tension ring bezel. It'll go left, it'll go right. These are just held on. It's just held on with a tension ring that kind of holds pressure against it. Automatic mechanical, there's a rotor in the back that as you move, it moves. But before you put it on, before you set the time, make sure you wind it just a little bit. And how you do that is you back the crown off the threads until you hear it and feel it clicking. You'll notice you're off the threads, you get a little bit of play there, you're off the crown tube, and then you can wind. And a wind is just a turn backwards, clockwise as you're looking at it from the side. But I always go back and forth, helps me keep my finger spacing. And if I start to thread it on the tube, I'm backing it off instantly and then adding a little bit of pressure pulling it out. So instead of doing this, you're like, oh, no, I literally just did it. See, I'm on the crown tube. Now I got to do that to get off of it. So when you do that, you can kind of skip that little situation. You do that for 4 or 5 seconds. That should help you throughout the day along with the rotor movement. But if you're at a desk, etc., and you're going to be driving or something along those lines where you're not moving that much, go ahead and just wind it a little bit longer. You have a 31-hour power reserve on it, plus, so it's usually about 34-ish. Then you can set your time. Pull it out to the only click. Oh, didn't do it. There we go. You can now set your time. Okay, Google, what time is it? Oh, it's not Google. It used to be Google in my other room, but now at the new house it's not. One thing to mention, you have a little bit of play here that is a wobble crown that deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement. So you're not putting any pressure when you're moving around and affecting the keyless works. Alexa, what time is it? It is getting super late and has been building watches all day for me. Push it over, get it out of that time setting, wind it down, and that is the build. Getting a lot of cool stuff with this one. This is probably one of those ones. I'm gonna actually look and see if I've got a V1. Let's see. I do. I have a brass V1 right here. It's in an antique brass cerakoted case, but man, I can see me keeping this one. So anyway, build comes with matching beads. This is going to come in it's somewhat dial matching. That is a V3 dial. How you notice what that is see, you got a 50 and then there's no 50. That's all it is. That's just the difference in it. This one was a little less busy. We could do a lot more distressing in there. And then I stopped working with that guy and we started making our own dials, so doing a lot more lasering and things of that sort. So the V3 has that stuff kind of filled in. But this is an acid etched dial, and the acid ate all that down and raised it, whereas the current ones that I'm doing were lasering the background out. So just a little bit of info for you. It's going to come with watch cleaners. This is good on all glass and metal parts. Everything here in the center, non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue, as well as the microfiber. It's also going to come with watch leather cleaner. Watch leather cleaner. You'll probably never ever need it on this one, but you'll need it on the other stuff that you have because it's not this. And you'll know what I mean when you get this. Apply with a rag or something. Don't use a microfiber when applying this to your other straps. Then lastly, you're going to have some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. It's for your acrylic glass because you can't scratch it. If you do, you'll put a tiny bit of this on it and buff it out with your color matching microfiber. It's like Polywatch, and it will fill in that scratch. Just try not to scratch it. Things happen though. But if you notice it, just go across the scratch, filling that scratch. And for those of you who are watching this and really like this watch and you pick this up, I do not have this featured with the bund, but I do have one for this. This is a one of my fancy straps, bund straps. I just didn't put the bund on it. So if you want that and you win this, just let me know. But I'm not advertising that. Those things cost me a decent amount of money. And I don't know how many people actually watch all these things to the end and listen. So if you do, and you have this watch, ask me for it. And I'll get it for you. So that's the build. If you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe, so I put them up all the time. Thanks, friends.